What's up, Star Wars fans? Today I want to talk to you about The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 10, Retrieval. Now, after the ending of Episode 9, The Crossing, I thought we might not actually see Sid rescue the Bad Batch from the planet they're stranded on. But the episode is called Retrieval, so I think it's pretty obvious that yes, this episode is going to be a continuation of the last one, and it's going to be the story of how the Bad Batch get off this planet. However, I gotta say, I don't think it's as clear-cut as you might think, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me that Sid would be indeed the one to rescue the Bad Batch. I mean, the story of the Bad Batch, Omega, and the rest of the crew, it seems like their story is headed in the direction of joining Rex and helping other clone troopers. And so if Sid is the one to retrieve the Bad Batch, then how exactly does that contribute and further that story of the Bad Batch coming to the realization that they shouldn't be working for Sid and they should be moving on, fighting the Empire and helping out the clones? And the answer to that question, of course, is that it doesn't. So I think the title Retrieval doesn't actually refer to Sid rescuing the Bad Batch. No, I think it's actually the Bad Batch retrieving their ship. They're going to find the Marauder themselves, and of course we're going to see them once again struggle a little bit without Echo, but I think building on last episode, Tech and Omega are going to be able to use some of the technology in the settlement they're at to scan the planet and try and locate the Marauder. I think continuing to see that bond between Tech and Omega develop would be amazing, just like we did last episode, and for the remainder of Clone Force 99, it would certainly be a huge win to be able to get back the Marauder, as Omega does say it is their home, and by the end of the episode, they're all going to be flying back to Sid, wondering why they're still running jobs for her. And a possible alternative to that would be that Omega and Tech are able to work together and contact Rex and Echo. And despite the fact that Hunter and crew contact Sid over and over again, it's actually Rex and Echo that swing by and pick them up. I think in this scenario, Rex and Echo would actually help them retrieve the Marauder, but wouldn't it be interesting if the Marauder was actually stripped of its parts and unusable? I mean, that would put the Bad Batch in a situation where they're homeless and they're really questioning their employment for Sid. Not to mention that it would also become very apparent that the people that they can depend on would be folks like Rex and Echo, meaning that the next episode, episode 11, Metamorphosis, is most likely a Crosshair episode, and then there's really only 4 episodes after that where the Bad Batch would most likely be working with Rex and Echo and helping to rescue various clones, maybe even leading to some sort of clone rebellion. But that said, I think those are our 2 options. The Bad Batch are either going to rescue themselves, or Rex and Echo are going to be the ones to rescue them. I really don't think we're going to see Sid rescue them, because it doesn't really make sense for the story. Of course, I could be totally off here, Star Wars fans, so let me know what you think about this in the comments below. And as always, I'm Mike, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.